faking the give. Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get the football! Rumbling. West. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up away. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College. Kicking a field goal on fourth down. Snap is good. Hold is good. This kick is up away. This one is so good. Adrian College wins the football game. Adrian College wins the football game. They're storming the field. Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score. What a moment. What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday.
So I'm here with Robbie Ginther, defensive tackle and long snapper for your Adrian College Bulldogs. How's it going today, Robbie?
It's going good, man.
You ready for the game today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you look spiffy. I like this little get up you got going.
You gotta look nice for the fans.
So the first question I got for you is, how has Adrian College football impacted your life?
It's impacted my life a great deal. Basically came here, it's given me a great group of guys to hang out with and hopefully develop friendships after we graduate.
And then the second question is, you're in accounting, right?
Yes.
So where is that going to take you after you're done here at Adrian College?
So right now I'm hoping that my accounting career will take me to a big firm, and then hopefully eventually I can move into working for a sports franchise.
Okay. Any industry, sports industry or franchise that would be like your dream goal?
Detroit Lions would be.
The Detroit Lions. How would you do that?
Gotta work hard.
And I'm not saying how would you do it, why would you want to do that?
Hey, man, always been a Lions fan, unfortunately. It's football, so.
Oh, that's rough. Is there any other people that you'd like to shout out during this interview that has helped you along during this whole process to get you to this point in your life?
Most definitely. I just like to thank my family and my friends. Even when times are tough, they always pick me back up and keep me going. So.
And that is Robbie Ginther, Adrian College Bulldogs.
We have everything we need. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have everything we need. Ooh, 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 ooh.
In this video, we're going to talk about Net Classroom and how to view your schedule online. We'll also talk about how to check out the undergraduate catalog and view the graduation requirements. First, you're going to log into OneLogin. Then open up Net Classroom and familiarize yourself with the tabs. Use the registration drop-down menu and select your name, schedule. Note that you can also view your schedule in grid mode. Make sure you select the correct semester on the sidebar. When viewing things for the curriculum, you'll want to go to adrian.edu and click on the tab Academics. Use the drop-down menu to select Undergraduate Catalog. In this catalog, you can also find your major and how your core classes are set up. And this will be the catalog you use to check out graduation requirements. It's on page 32. And also view what kind of distributions you will need to graduate. They appear on the screen as follows. If you have any further questions, you can always ask your advisor during Welcome Week or throughout the year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
how do you think you're going to do when you have to believe yourself? Food for thought.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, all back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, oh, you were stunning, you were lovely, yeah, you were fun.
Challenge. It is my great privilege to introduce to you the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class 2023.
Oh, that one time on the West Coast in the dead of night, we were watching cruise ships gently pass us by. Oh, and I remember gazing at your face, that starry light. Oh, thinking life don't get much better than a night like tonight. 'Cause there was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing else I wanted to do. There was nowhere else I wanted to be than sitting oceanside with you.
Hello and welcome here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Gabriel Schrei here with Megan Abbey. Matt Kibbe, thank you for joining us for NCAA Basketball here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Guys, going to be a great contest here today between the Hornets of Kalamazoo College and the Bulldogs of Adrian College, and we appreciate all of you joining us on the Adrian College Sports Network, live on your airwaves, 107.9 FM, WVAC, that's Adrian College Hit Radio, and of course on YouTube free and in HD at Adrian College TV. Thanks so much for being with us. Matt, what do you think of today's contest?
Well, today we got the Kalamazoo Hornets against the Adrian Bulldogs. Kalamazoo not having too great of a season, sitting at 3-9 right now compared to Adrian's 500 season. So should be a great game tonight between the two teams, looking to kind of get back on the right track for their season. Adrian's 0-1 in MIAA play as well as Kalamazoo, so they're going to look to get started in conference play and get on the board with a win. Should be a great matchup, as I was saying. I don't know what more we can be looking forward to other than seeing some basketball here at the Division III level. Going to be a fun, maybe a tacky game with how the teams have been playing, trying to get aggressive and try and get something going.
Nick Giard, the head coach of Kalamazoo's Hornets. He's in his first season at the helm. Kyle Lindsay in his fourth season at the helm, the head coach for Adrian's Bulldogs. Tip underway, and this one goes to the Hornets right away. They'll be working left to right here offensively. Let the whistle sounds before they can even work their first possession down inside. Going to be inbounding from the close baseline.
Still Kalamazoo ball. Inbounding for the Hornets is Jack Smith.
Looks like they're having some clock issues down on the floor. Make sure everything's handled down there. A little bit of technical error here at the campus of Adrian College. Nothing we can't get through.
And nothing devastating here today.
Players trying to stay loose on the court. You get going, you get 5 seconds in, and then you get a quick whistle.
I don't think they've got it figured out yet. Let's take a look at the new map. Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We are figuring out the scoreboard here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Still scoreless.
5 seconds in.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed.
It says we're
supposed to be at
46 seconds in. Yeah, it should be
19:55 is what it was at when they blew the whistle. So something didn't get going. The athletic director, Michael Duffy's down there trying to figure it all out.
Well, if anyone can figure it out, it's Mike Duffy.
All the officials are down there.
The officials working with Mike Duffy to figure it out. Oh, they got it to 1955. That's good. Still working on it here.
Here we go.
They got it in to the uproarious applause of the benches. We will resume play here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Hornets inbounding the ball. Number 15, Jack Smith, looking for his teammates here. Smith goes inside to the point guard for the Hornets, Tanner Bliley. Bliley dipped it off, now down inside into the painted area. Bliley has it tipped away. Jeremy Kalanji there defensively. Harris with a steal. Here comes Adrian working right to left here offensively in the first. Harris lost the basketball, diving forward. Hornets couldn't get it back.
Good effort.
Goes inside, back up top to Kalanji. Kalanji working his way around the arc with the basketball. Far side, Swick to Harris. Harris comes around. Kalanji driving, double teamed, and he lost the basketball as he went inside. Officials signaling that that's going to be a foul.
Offense was getting going for Adrian there, passing the ball. Good ball movement around the three-point line, and then went for the drive and got fouled in the paint. And that's what you want to see right now. You're going to get ahead right now with 2 points and free throws.
First one's good. 1-0 here inside of the Marilat.
No clock issues.
Clock does appear to be working. 39 seconds into the contest. .40 seconds gone now as we'll work back down to the right end of the floor. Hornets with the basketball. Going around the arc with it. Driving. Bliley wants to fire. Goes back up top. Around and around they work it. Here's one from three-point land. This clatters off the iron. Kalanji goes up. Kalanji regathers. Adrian down on the offensive end. Harris with a step back up at the three-point line. He fires, goes down, and this one no good. Hornets get it. Bliley screaming down the floor. Now it's their turn to shoot a three, and this one is good. Jeremiah Vincent, the junior, a Kalamazoo native, puts this one home. 3-0 the score now here inside of the Marilat. Adrian returns to the offensive end of the floor. Kalanji from three-point range, this no good. Hornets get it. Bliley ladled it back. Jack Smith elects not to fire. Bliley again with it, the point guard. Round and round they go. 2 minutes gone here in the first. It's 3-1. Hornet lead in NCAA basketball. This one ladled up, won't fall. Regathered here by Robert Warwick. Warwick distributes the ball carefully. Connor Pelham with it. Connor Pelham, a Michigan Center native. Goes to Jeremy Kalanji, and he is fouled down in the painted area.
Another opportunity for the Bulldogs to tie this game up here. They've been driving to the basket just like they need to be, but Kalamazoo has been standing their own. Even with a couple fouls, they're showing that they are going to be physical and not allow Adrian to get right to the basket.
Jeremy Kalanji, the senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, crossed 1,000 career points on December 15th. That's unbelievable. Kalanji really has only been with the program for a short time, so for him to have achieved that accolade is genuinely pretty incredible. Kalanji's second, no good. Remains 3-1 here inside of the Maryland. 2 minutes, 25 seconds gone. Hornets down on the offensive end of the floor, working this one around. Wanting to fire, electing not to now from three-point range. This no good. Ball is loose. Connor Pelham gets the board here defensively.
That Adrian bench is hype right now.
Going down inside, Caleb Swick with it. Swick with a fake pump. Wants to drive. Had some trouble. Elected to dish it off to Pelham. Pelham with a smooth play down inside, and the heavy defense there brought onto him by Trey Humes was too much. Trey Humes, the senior from Portage, Michigan, rode Connor Pelham out of play. Just about 3 minutes gone here in the first.
Slow start to this game with only 1 3 made and a couple free throws for the Adrian. And there's a basket for the Kalamazoo Hornets.
Tanner Bliley heard you talking up here. He goes inside of the paint and finishes. He's averaging 15.6 points per game. That's his first bucket of the day. Harris fires from mid-range. That's automatic. 5-3 the score. Adrian trails by a bucket here in the early stages.
Jordan Harris is the playmaker for the Bulldogs. He's going to have a big game today to get the Bulldogs ahead and take a victory here.
Hornets down on the offensive end of the floor. 3.5 gone in the first. Bliley again, off of the glass, and a little kiss into the rim. 7-3 the score. Bulldogs down on the offensive end of the floor. 4 minutes gone. Here in the first period of action, Kalanji's turn from three-point land. This no good. Now, last time out here at home, Jeremy Kalanji finished with 31 points. You can check out that recap on Adrian College TV, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Nice steal.
Harris with a steal all alone, has some help, goes inside. Warwick with a slam dunk. What a play by Warwick right there. We got to watch that one back. Robert Warwick elevates himself, slams that home. He's a junior from Columbia City, Indiana. That came off of the steal.
Chance to tie it up here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Adrian working back to the offensive end of the floor here. There's that steal. Warwick got down inside, and Warwick was able to slam that home. Really an impressive play. Bulldogs lost this one away. Hornets back on the offensive end of the floor. Getting pretty much a wholesale change here, both programs. Getting some fresh bodies down onto the floor here inside of the Maryland. Jeremy Kalanji staying in the game for Adrian, as is Swick. Checking in for them, number 13, Kendall Bellamy. Harris staying in the game, checking in as well, Caleb Ballantyne.
Coach Lindsey's down on the floor, setting everything up just how he wants it, how he wants his team to function.
This shot no good for Adrian. Here come the Hornets. Ballantyne drives, fires. This one clatters all around, won't fall. Harris gets the board. 7-5 the tally. Adrian leads by just a bucket here, or trails rather by just a bucket here at home. 5 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in the first period. Harris gets hit with a travel. No, excuse me. That one's going to be called a foul as well. He was fouled before he stepped back. I thought they hit him with a travel.
He called the foul on Vincent for the Kalamazoo Hornets for a push-off, it looked like.
Harris looking inside, fakes, drives, steps back again. This time he missed. Hornets coming down offensively with great pace on the fast break. Tried to ladle it off there, and Bass Ali with a creative little play to Drew Shekel. Shekel wasn't ready for it. The junior just lost that out of play. It will remain a Kalamazoo basketball, though.
14:21 left to play in this first half of play. 7-5, and the Bulldogs has been back and forth, trying to use as much speed as they can right now.
Appreciate you joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bit of trouble down inside there. Crowd erupts with a gasp. Inbounding this one for the Hornets is Tanner Bliley, the senior from Three Rivers, Michigan. He stands 6'3", weighing in at about $180. Goes into the painted area, nothing doing here. Hebrew Shry here with Matt Kibbe, Megan Abbey. Thank you for joining us on the Adrian College Sports Network. Guys, thanks for being here with me.
Thank you for having us.
Three-person crew. Megan's got her headset flipped up. She's not trying to talk on air today.
We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. We've got 3 games today.
We're going to get something out of her. We'll start talking about TikTok. That'll get her to chime in. Pass back for the Hornets up to the arc. Bliley drives. Defended by Harris heavily. This one comes off the glass. No good. Harris gets it off of the board by Swick. He wants to drive. Elects to pass it back out to the arc. Warwick with it. Warwick goes over to Bellamy. Bellamy fires. This one just barely finds its way in there. That one hopped all around the rim before it decided to drop. Man, that makes it a 7-7 game, all tied up here.
Back to even. Going to be a lot of lead changes, I think, in this game with how both teams are playing.
From three-point land, this no good. Came off the front of the iron. Still a Kalamazoo basketball as the whistle sounds down inside. Ali was trying to fight that towards the iron. He's a Kalamazoo native as well. We'll head to the charity stripe. 6 minutes, 33 seconds gone here in period one. Ali from the stripe, no good. Getting a change here, checking in is Jarnard Smith. Jarnard Smith joins Bliley, Ali, Shekel, and Humes out on the floor for the Hornets. In right now for Adrian, Harris, Pelham, Warwick, Bellamy, and Kalanji. This one no good either, comes off the iron. Remains a 7-point game, and the bench loves that, getting fired up down there to our right. Warwick goes far side of the arc. Kalanji fakes, drives. Kalanji, wow, what a finish off the glass. It's 9-7.
What a great job there to drive to the rim and just do anything you can to get the ball in the basket.
Jeremy Kalanji averaging a double-double this season. No question why. He is quite the athlete. There's the spin. Bliley tried to go inside. This one skitters out of play. That'll be an Adrian Bulldog basketball. 9-7 the score, 7 minutes, 6 seconds gone here in period one. Matt, last time out we had the Bulldogs here at home. I was talking a lot about Jeremy Kalanji. For anyone who hasn't heard me talk about this young man, let me tell you something. He is a fantastic individual off the floor, hits the books well, just the kind of guy you want to be around. You want your kids to be around. Fantastic guy.
That's kind of the part of the culture here at Adrian College is when they're recruiting, they are looking for people like that and players that are going to represent everything that this institution believes in. So it's awesome to hear that about him.
Absolutely. I was just up in Jackson County doing a game on JTV this week, and for the first time I have athletes' parents asking me if I can get them in with Kyle Lindsay. Kyle Lindsay is building a culture here at Adrian College. He has changed the culture of this program, and it's really unbelievable. He has a fantastic group of guys over there on that bench and out on the floor right now. Harris is inbounding here.
That's what you want to see here, too, is just building that culture and having this. Even though you're sitting at 500 right now, you can see this team is invested in what they are doing and what Coach Lindsay is preaching to them.
Yeah, and MIAA basketball tends to be first class. Kyle Lindsay is the embodiment of first class. This is a classy program, fantastic people. It's really fun watching these high-character guys. And there is Bellamy laying one up and in, nothing but net. It makes it 11-7 off the little teardrop. Hornets want the immediate response, battling down inside, blockered away by Bellamy, rejected. What a play by the Adrian Bulldogs. Here they come offensively. Harris in the paint, goes off the glass. This one aboard by the Hornets, just barely able to get this. Going to the floor, Connor Pelham wants to strip it away. That's an air ball. Jump ball here. 8 minutes gone in the first.
Possession stays with Adrian. What a hustle play for the Bulldogs there. Had a little bit of a mishap trying to get the rebound, but went after that loose ball and came down with it and got the jump call.
Assistant coaches here today, Aaron Takinis, Scott McKelvey for Adrian. For the Hornets, Kevin White, Matt Koval, David Simpson, Philip Dumpley. Inbounding for Adrian's Bulldogs. Number 12, Caleb Ballantyne, the sophomore from Butler, Indiana. Goes to Harris. Harris is going to run the floor here offensively for Adrian. They're down to our left. That's the south end of the Merrilat. Ballantyne up top to Bellamy. Comes right back to him. And we're looking for the three. Now Kalanji is driving into the paint. Triple defended. He almost scores the basket. Connor Pelham gets the board. Goes back to Harris. Adrian has another offensive possession. Shot clock at 15 seconds. Pelham with it, far side of the arc, goes to Kalanji. Kalanji drives. This is a little kiss off the glass, and Adrian now has a bigger lead. It's 13-7.
He's got 5 points on the day. Kalanji does. And some beautiful shots from him.
Hornets go up top to Bliley. This one ladled back out by Merritt Haman. Step back, Haman with it at three-point range. Going to Ali. Ali wants to fire, covered by Pelham, heavily defended, and he picked that up. That's an Adrian Bulldog basketball. 9 minutes gone here in the first. Timeout down on the floor for Kalamazoo's Hornets. Man, an exciting start to this contest.
It has been an exciting start. We have 11 minutes left in this first half of play, and I can tell you that the Adrian Bulldogs have come out with something in them that wants to win this game and has more of a drive. Kalamazoo's been trying to battle back with it, but, you know, Adrian's been playing great defense, been playing great offense, and doing everything that they need to do to get a lead in this game and play how they want to play. Coach Lindsay has created a great program here, and they believe in him. The team believes in their coach, and when that happens, good things are on the rise.
Absolutely, and that's super important. You have to believe in your coach, you have to believe in your program, you have to believe in your teammates, and that's something we see out of this Adrian Bulldog basketball team. They really believe in one another. They believe in the culture they've built, and it's fun to watch them.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
These two teams, Adrian 6-6 on the season. 0-1 to open conference play. Kalamazoo also dropped their conference opener. They stand at 3-9 on the year. 9 minutes gone in the first as we resume play. Adrian with the basketball. Harris back outside of the arc. Goes over to Swick. Warwick with it. Warwick back to Harris. Wants to fire, elects to drive, and he's going to be hit right there with the foul. Now, anyone who is with us, this is the Adrian College Sports Network. There's a lot of you with us on the radio right now on 107.9 FM WVAC. If you're not driving, if you're just hanging out, you're looking for something to do, you can watch this game free live and in HD by visiting us on YouTube at Adrian College TV. We'd appreciate it if you find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. We post every contest we post as we begin it on Facebook and Twitter. 3-ball from Kalanji, no good. Swick in there for the board, fighting for the basketball. Battling it out right there. The big man, Drew Shekel. This is a jump ball. Possession this time going to the Hornets. Bliley going to be inbounding here to Jarnard Smith. Jarnard Smith running it down the floor. Hands it off to Ali. 9.5 gone in the first. Haman back to Jarnard. Jarnard wanted to fire, elected not to. Again with it is Jarnard. Jarnard Smith got a little screen. Dips it across to Ollie. Ollie fires. 3-point range. Hey, he got it. 3-point basketball game. It's 13-10. 10 minutes gone in the first.
That was a good opportunity there for the Hornets and capitalized on it with a great shot from beyond the 3-point arc.
Back now on the offensive end of the floor. Adrian's Bulldogs. Kalanji with a little teardrop. What a ball. Jeremy Kalanji just so difficult to defend down inside. It's again a 5-point basketball game.
Had a little spin move there.
This came off the backboard. Harris with it now. Harris goes across. Swick. Now Kalanji driving.
Do it again.
Kalanji, a little kiss off the glass, and it's 17-10.
Wow, what a play there. Just driving to the basket and then getting fouled.
Kalanji already has 9 points. We're only a quarter of the way through this contest. We need a Jeremy Kalanji tracker.
Yeah, just keep one camera on him at all times.
Jeremy Kalanji has a chance to make this into a 3-point play here. He'll convert. 10 points on the day for him, 18-10 the tally. Hornets back on the offensive end of the floor. 9:20 left in the first. Bliley with it. Bliley heavily defended by Robert Warwick. Blockered away. Bellamy gets it. Harris has a lane. He's free and goes off the glass. It's 20-10. First double-digit lead of the day for Adrian's Bulldogs. Bliley outside. Here's one from 3-point range. He was too contested. Air ball goes to Kalanji. He gets the board. Bulldogs all kinds of fired up. Fans shouting down onto the court.
This is exciting. This is what you want basketball games to be like. Oh, a little mishap there for Harris. A little miscommunication there. Nothing you can do.
A little mishap there. 8:47 left in the first. 20-10 the tally. Off to an electric start here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Ball now going to the Hornets. Hornets working left to right here offensively.
Called the foul there. Both Bulldogs went up to try and stop that shot, but made a little too much contact there.
Jarnard Smith, first from the stripe is good. Cuts that lead back down from double digits to just 9.
Makes both.
Now Adrian back onto the offensive end of the floor here. Harris drives, wants to fire. What a move with the Euro step. Bellamy looking for the putback, couldn't get it. Third chance bucket, still no good. Hornets get the basketball. Wow, what a play by Bellamy trying to put that back in there.
All the effort in the world was put on display there. Harris had a great Euro step to try and get to the basket, couldn't get it in, and Bellamy was able to come in for the rebound, but just couldn't get it back up in time as Kalamazoo was there and ready to defend it.
Down onto the offensive end of the floor from 3-point range. This no
Air ball
good.
again.
Kalanji snagged that on the back door.
Kalamazoo's got to find their stride from 3.
8 minutes left in the first. Kalanji with it. He's triple teamed. Goes outside. Bellamy from 3-point range. This one clatters all around. Won't fall. Hornets just barely get the board there defensively. Jarnard steps back. Connor Pelham defensively. Connor Pelham shutting him down. Gets screened. Help there in the form of Bellamy. Driving. ladled it off. Firing just inside the painted area. There's a bucket for the Hornets. Merritt Haman gets one back to junior from Montague. Giving it off outside, Harris with it. Harris to Pelham, around the arc they go. Bellamy flipped it across. Harris wants to let one go, and now the whistle sounds. This will go back to the Hornets.
Bulldogs had that 10-point lead a few minutes ago, but Kalamazoo has been able to battle back slowly but surely, and Adrian's had a couple mishaps on their end of the court that has been causing them to get this lead down to 6.
Hornets down on the offensive end of the floor. 7 left here. Driving, firing just outside the painted area. That stayed in play. Connor Pelham goes to Harris. 7 minutes again. 2014 the tally for anyone just joining us. Adrian up by 6 here at home. It's men's NCAA hoops. Kalanji drives, and he's fouled as he got inside of the painted area. This is the Adrian College Sports Network. Gabriel Schrei here, Matt Kibbe, Megan Abbey here with us. She's making a TikTok right now, so she's not on air.
She is making a TikTok.
That's going to be cool. She's good at TikTok.
She is. We should all follow her on TikTok.
I should go follow Megan
follow
Abbey on
Megan.
TikTok. From the stripe, Kalanji's first will fall. 21-14 the tally. Now working back down to the offensive end of the floor. Here comes Bliley and Kalamazoo's Hornets. Harris defensively nearly stripped it away. Pass outside of the arc. Driving, stepping back, wants to fire. In trouble, defended by Warwick. Went around him and off the glass. Jeremiah Vincent gets one back. 22-16 the score. Adrian up here at home.
Good play there for the Hornets. Speeding up down on the floor, a lot more physical.
Around and around they go. Harris to Kalanji. Kalanji fires from three-point range. This no good. Clattered off the iron. Hornets are going to get it back there, and it is sent out of play by the hand of Kashawn Wyatt Morris, the senior from Ypsilanti. Back down to the offensive end of the floor. Here comes Kalamazoo's Hornets. Handed off. Thrown inside. What a play right there. The pass needled in there by Jeremiah Vincent down to Drew Shekel, and the junior gets the bucket. It's a 4-point game.
Adrian's kind of got to get back on their stride like they were playing earlier in this half. That's not going to do it.
Stolen away. Here comes Kalamazoo. Harris there defensively going inside. Looked like Kalanji was going to swat that away, scooped it up at three-point range, and the board gathered initially by Wyatt Morris. He's fouled, so that's an Adrian ball. 5.5 left here in the first. From three-point land, Connor Pelham no good. Trying to regather that. Some trouble down there on the offensive end of the floor. That's going to be a Hornet ball. Still a 4-point game here.
They got 5:10 left in this half. Hornets are going to try and get out of this with a tie or a lead, and it's possible now with how they've been playing lately in these last couple of minutes. Adrian not being able to do as much as they were earlier. They're trying to force the issue as Kalamazoo is just kind of letting stuff come to them.
Nothing doing for Kalamazoo. 5 minutes left in the first. Here comes Adrian with the basketball right now. Trey Holinsky, local guy right there, played at LCS. Holinsky gave it off. Kalanji on the drive. He's in trouble. I think they're calling a foul against Jeremiah Vincent right there. Indeed they will. Jeremy Kalanji heads to the charity stripe. There's our Jeremy Kalanji tracker we were joking about.
We got a tracker now?
We got a tracker now for Jeremy Kalanji. He has 12 total points as he heads to the charity stripe. 13.
We have too much time on our hands.
We have too much time on our hands. That confirms it. If you're listening on the radio, you have to see the Jeremy Kalanji tracker. Head over to YouTube or TikTok. That's Adrian College TV.
And I can guarantee you we'll see it again.
Oh, for sure. 5 minutes left in the first period here. Kalanji converts his second. He has 14 points on the day. Adrian leads now 24-18, a 6-point differential. Hornets want to get this one kind of back in their favor, get some momentum going here before the halftime break. Driving, losing the basketball. Kalanji right behind him. Passes outside of the arc. Trying to take it in on Harris. Bliley still going, just inside the paint, fires off the glass. This one rims all around and falls, just barely. 4-point game again, 4:20 left here in the first.
The good old toilet bowl trick down on the hoop.
Harris defended heavily by Bliley. Kicked it way back up to Kalanji. Kalanji driving, he's in trouble, lost it to Bliley. Here come the Hornets, somehow fitted
nice
back
block.
door and blocked away. Rejected by Jeremy Kalanji. The whistle will sound as he reaches the painted area though.
Bulldogs are currently in the bonus here, but getting close to giving Kalamazoo a chance at more 1-and-1s when every foul comes. .402 left here, 24-20 after the missed free throw. That's what they should call it.
I'm here for that.
Makes it easier.
My kind of humor. 4 minutes left in the first. This one no good. Bellamy went way up for that one, ladled it over to Harris. On the floor for Adrian. Harris, Helinski, Warwick, Bellamy, and Pelham. Pelham inside, got
Nice
the
drive.
pass in the paint, off the glass. What a play!
Nice drive and nice lead pass into right to underneath the basket.
Well, folks who are big-time Adrian Hoops fans that watch on ACTV are getting sick of hearing this story, but for those of you listening on the radio and for those of you just with us for the first time, been watching Connor Pelham play for a long time. I saw him play in his first game at Michigan Center. He's a Jackson, Michigan native. Covered him on JTV through his whole high school career. Covered him at Jackson College. Covered him at Spring Arbor University. And now he's here at my alma mater playing for the Adrian College Bulldogs. We couldn't be happier to have him. That guy is a huge piece of culture for Kyle Lindsey. He is the hardest worker, a fantastic athlete, great in the classroom, and it's fantastic to see him being successful here as part of the starting rotation for Adrian.
Good story all around here. You hear a lot of that about Adrian Athletics. They have a lot of homegrown areas. People that are only like within a 50-mile radius are typically ones that are some of the best stories we have at Adrian.
Bellamy went up for that one. Yeah, and I think there's only one hometown hero, if you will, on this roster. One Adrian, Michigan native. That's Trey Helinski, who played at Lenawee Christian. He's a great three-point shooter. Look to see one out of him here today. Steps back. Looks like he was going to fire one there. Helinski goes to Harris, and Harris hits one from deep. Harris from all the way in Ann Arbor, Michigan. My goodness, clear the landing strip. A 9-point lead now after that big three ball.
Adrian's been able to make those adjustments and get back to that big lead.
Hornets wanted to answer with a three of their own, unable to hit it. There's Drew Shekel. Is there a collision down underneath of the rim? Hopefully these guys are all right.
Gonna have a timeout on the floor now.
Timeout down on the floor for these two teams. Getting together, discussing what we've seen here so far today. We want to thank you for tuning in and joining us. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, even TikTok at Adrian College TV. We really appreciate you joining us Adrian College TV has some big things in store, and if you think you've seen it all, or if you've seen it before and you really didn't think that much of it, now it's time to look again. I mean, things are really turning north. It's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited about what we've been able to accomplish, some of the opportunities we've gotten, you know, really to be able to take what we do at Adrian College TV and put it on the radio and get guys like you, Ryan Cuddy, Trey Matthews, Tyler DeWitt, getting some real exposure, doing sports play-by-play. The patterns this program is taking is very exciting, and I'm sure we're going to have some broadcasters that make me look like a small fish pretty soon here coming out of Adrian College.
Can't forget about those other. We have a whole staff with us that works behind the camera and makes our job much easier, and we can never be thankful enough for what they do for us.
Well, I'm really thankful for you two. For anyone, you know, I know you guys don't know this. We have a really exciting staff at Adrian College TV. Super hardworking media arts students that are passionate about sports and live broadcasting. And the two #1 students are here with me. We've got Matt Kibbe to my left calling the game with me, Megan Abbey, silent but deadly, running our top cam here today. And these are our student directors. So these two work part-time for the media production house at Adrian College. They help coordinate the schedule for me. They're at almost every sporting event broadcasting here on campus, and these two students are getting the experience necessary to go out and land a really big job in broadcasting. And I mean, you guys are just excellent. That's why Adrian College TV has been so great this last semester.
Get a thumbs up from the top cam over there.
Nothing from
Nothing
Megan
said.
Abbey. She's not getting on air. You know, I think it's pretty cool in broadcasting. There's a lot of people who are behind the scenes that you never hear from, and Megan's one of those people, at least for now.
Until we
She's
have
got some
3
real
games
interview
today.
skills, yeah.
She's going to be on air.
29-22. Here's a 3-ball. Oh, and Harris is cash money again. Folks, phone the bank because Harris has a deposit to make.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Bliley
it just shows.
Going around. Ollie wanted to drive. Goes back up top. 2:20 left in the first. 10-point game right now. Adrian up.
Oh, nice
Stripped
steal.
away. Here comes Jeremy Kalanji. Jeremy Kalanji, a little kiss off the glass. 34-22. Jeremy Kalanji now has 16 points on the day. Hornets want to answer right away. They will. Little teardrop goes in. Again, a 10-point game.
Slowing the game now after a couple fast breaks and everything. This is what Adrian wants to do now. Set up their game plan and keep this lead expanded.
Kalanji, backdoor, Trey Helinski. Helinski goes to Bellamy. Bellamy just inside of the painted area. Worked it over to Connor Pelham. Pelham not sure what to do with it. Kept his feet down. Hornets said it was a travel. Officials stay silent. Bellamy off the glass. Wow. He got way up there and somehow ladled that one in.
He used his length to his advantage here and was able to push it right over top of the Kalamazoo player and get us two more points.
Bliley with it. Went to Ollie. Ollie comes right back to him, and he just
offensive foul.
He just trucked the Bulldog.
Wow.
I'm trying not to laugh. That Bellamy flop was absolutely gorgeous. He went dead as a board and let him run him right over. That was hilarious.
That is what you want to see out of the Bulldogs here, and putting the body on the line here to do everything you can to keep this lead at 12 and even make it more.
So right now here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center, the tally 36-24. Adrian leads by 12. Just moments remaining here in the first half of action. Adrian looking to go into the halftime break with a big lead. Jeremy Kalanji over there on the bench currently has 16 points on the day.
That's crazy.
16 points. Jeremy Kalanji, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. If you missed it, he is a 1,000-point scorer here at Adrian College, and he's a transfer from a Division I program here, became a Bulldog, and he has been an excellent Bulldog. Big fans of him here on campus.
Shine some light on #1, Jordan Harris. He has 10 points on the day, and they have been the dynamic duo that Adrian has needed to get this 36-24 lead.
Yeah, they are a dynamic duo. They have been a dynamic duo all season. Harris averaging 24.2 points per game. Jeremy Kalanji right behind him. Kalanji averaging 21.8 points per game. They lead Adrian and the Bulldogs in Timeout has finished here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Both teams about to return to the hardwood. 1:15 remains here in the first, a 12-point game. Kalanji inbounds to Harris. Here they come. Caleb Swick in their last outing recorded his first career double-double. Trying to go inside there, intercepted by Trey Humes. Humes ladled it off, went off the legs of Drew Shekel.
You know, it's been a kind of a drowsy day outside, but you can feel this energy in the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, and everyone is ready for this Saturday afternoon basketball game. This game was originally scheduled for 3 and moved up to 12 and hasn't stopped putting a beat in the step of the Adrian Bulldogs.
Jarnard Smith driving, couldn't finish. Jeremy Kalanji went up for the board. 40 seconds left in the first. Wow, what a finish by Harris. Couldn't ladle that up and in. But Harris drove the paint very aggressively, took a nice shot. Coach Lindsay not happy with something he's seeing down there on the floor. Coming out and shouting out onto the hardwood. Aaron Takinis talking up. Connor Pelham right now over on the bench as Kalanji heads to the charity stripe here. First is no good. Second one from the stripe will be converted. 37-24, the score right now here. 38 seconds left of the first half. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Hornets with the basketball. Working left to right offensively. With the ball right now, Jarnard Smith. Smith drives, fires in the painted area, no good. Bulldogs get the board. Connor Pelham. No shot clock here. Adrian wants to take the last shot of the half. 20 seconds. Harris calling a play. Adrian leads 37-24. They want to extend that. Jeremy Kalanji down in front of the Hornet bench. Goes to Helinski. 9 seconds left in the half. Harris is way back, about 40 foot from the rim. Harris stepping up, fires from deep range. This clatters off the iron and falls as time expires here in the first half.
Nice.
40-24, the score to end half number 1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. A 16-point differential, seeing the Bulldogs end the first half with a lead.
What a good opportunity there for the Bulldogs to just kind of keep the momentum going for them. 40-24 now the score. And, you know, going into this halftime, Bulldogs, they might have to make some adjustments, if any, maybe on the defensive side and not let Kalamazoo get to the basket as easy. But on the offensive side, they just got to keep doing what they are doing. And this is what you want to see on a Saturday afternoon here in the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center on the beautiful campus of Adrian College.
Sounds good. It's time for the halftime break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes here with more NCAA basketball action on the Adrian College Sports Network. At the half, it is 40-24 in favor of Adrian's Bulldogs here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. We'll be right back with more basketball. Hello and welcome to the campus of Adrian College. I am Gabriel Schrei. Alongside me is my color commentating partner and good friend Ian Went. Tyler DeWitt is here in the booth with us. Megan Abbey engineering today's game here on site. And the Bulldogs are here for homecoming. Today should be a great day for Adrian College athletics and Adrian College football.
Bruiser. Class of 1983 for football. Class of 1991 for field hockey and softball. Class of 2007 for baseball. Class of 2009 for softball. 2011 men's NCAA hockey team.
So Wisconsin Lutheran will get the football first from the 25, first and 10. Taking the give, Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get
Yes!
the football! He's going to try again. The away stand is up the way. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College.
Up the way. This one is so good. Adrian College wins the football game. Adrian College wins the football game. They're storming the field. Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score. What a moment. What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, oh, back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, you were stunning, you were lovely, yeah, you were fun. There was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing
Faculty, staff, members of the Board of Trustees, friends of Adrian College, and students and friends over in the chapel. It is my great privilege to introduce to you the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2023.
Oh, that one time on the West Coast in the dead of night, we were watching cruise ships gently pass us by. Oh, and I remember gazing at your face in that starry light. Oh, thinking life don't get much better than a night like tonight. 'Cause there was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing else I wanted to do. There was nowhere else I wanted to be than sitting oceanside with you. There's nothing, nowhere, no one. Yeah, there's nothing, nowhere, no one. Oh, there's nothing, nowhere, no one. Yeah, there's nothing, nowhere, no one that I'd rather be with than you, my love. 'Cause there's no one else I want to see. There is nothing else I want to do. There is nowhere else I want to be than with my arms wrapped tight around you. Oh yeah, king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rocked up party, and come correct. All sets are on time, and rhyme connect. Got the right to flow, and we'll elect. Another rapper can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Never in a million years would I have thought that I would be playing defense. I picked Adrian, one, because of this reason, and it's just an amazing experience. You get to see all the different types of play that they have. Like, they play a lot different here.
I think it's really like deep-rooted in all of us. I found my family at Adrian, so I think for me it's my second home. So to be a Bulldog on this team is a lot.
It's pretty unreal. Not a lot of colleges have this experience, and these are my best friends, so doing something like this with them is pretty awesome.
My teammates are my family. To get to experience everything with them and seeing these breathtaking views is just life-changing. I'm always going to remember this trip.
Into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan, riders on the storm.
And the music was good, and the music was loud.
They're a totally different kind of like soccer player over here. It's a different style, different speed. Like, obviously there's a language barrier too, and I think it just really helped our team grow and both with skills and seeing different styles of play.
With this program, never give up. Like, always, like, we have a team all behind us. We have 29 girls, and you come in, you have best friends on the team. You have best friends right away, and everyone's competitive, but everyone is so close. You fight, you work hard, so you're also family. It's awesome. Adrian has taught me a lot, not only as a soccer player, but as an adult, because it's taught me how to persevere and never give up and have determination, which is also important in your field of study or your career. Being a Bulldog
Bulldog means you never give up. It means that you're expected to work hard and to give your all into everything you do, whether it's academics or athletics.
It means that we are watching soccer on the greatest stage that you possibly can see it, and we get to see a result of what we've put into women's soccer in general and how far U.S. soccer has come, especially for women.
The girls really seemed to take in all aspects of the trip, very engaged. They loved every minute. I loved every minute. It was so much more than I expected. I knew it would be great, but it really was fascinating. Just to see another culture. The games the girls played against a team from Lyon and then a team from Paris, that was amazing. They were just so fun to watch. The girls seemed to love it. It's a great experience.
I think the fun thing for me was I always see the girls just on the field, and seeing them, just their natural behavior and hanging with each other and see how much they actually mean to each other is really nice. It was different from seeing them on the field.
One of the things that we talked about on this trip was the concept of courage, and sometimes you have to have the courage to say no to a Division I offer because it's not the right fit. If you feel at home with us, then you may have to. It may take a little extra within yourself.
Welcome back here inside of the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. Gabriel Schrei here with Matt Gibby and Megan Abbey on the Adrian College Sports Network. Second half about to get underway. Adrian Bulldogs with the basketball. They lead 40-24 after half number one. Warwick pass to Swick. Swick looking across the arc. Wants to take it. Ladles it out to Kalanji with 2 seconds on the shot clock. He fires from three-point land. Swick gets a second chance effort here. Got the offensive board. What a pass to Warwick, and he gets the dunk again.
Nice job. A good hustle play to get the ball back off the offensive board. And Harris found an open man, and he went for it.
Very impressive play right there by Harris and Warwick to get that down inside and finish off with a dunk. Working this around the arc, and the Hornets get a three ball. 42-27 the score. Here's a look back at that dunk. We'll see if we can squeeze it in here. Ball came to the close side, and Harris had it, and Harris is able to finish that one off down into Warwick. He got the dunk. Harris gets another 44-27 after he ladles up a little baby layup right there. Got that down in the paint.
Adrian was shooting 46.9% in the first half. Got to keep that up if you want to win this game. On the other side, Kalamazoo was only shooting 36% from the floor.
From three-point land, this no good. Harris gets the board defensively. 2 minutes gone here in the second half. 44-27 the score. Harris working with the ball. Harris drives, and he is hit by 2 defenders.
Fans looking to get a carry call.
From three-point land, Cash! Harris hits another from long range. What a ball for the Adrian Bulldogs. Driving down inside, and this one a foul against Adrian, much to the joy of the Hornets. They trail by 20 here. 2 minutes, 16 seconds gone in the second half.
It's kind of been the story of the game for the Hornets. They're 4 for 9, now 4 for 10 from three-point land, and we're having some casualties up here in the press box.
20-point differential here at the charity stripe. This one's good.
What a champ. Keeps going. What a champ.
Harris now down on the offensive end of the floor. Going around the arc with it. Kalanji goes off. Harris wants to fire. Gives it off. Backdoor Swick. A little kiss off the glass. 49-28. Down on the offensive end of the floor. Eliciting joy from the bench of the Hornets. Headed back to the charity stripe. Connor Pelham getting hit with a foul here as he went after Vincent. Jeremiah Vincent has a chance for a freebie. First one's good. Clattered all around. Fell off the glass. Second one no good. Jeremy Kalanji went up for that one. Here he comes down the floor. Dipped it across to Harris. Harris steps back. Ladles it into Kalanji. Kalanji in the paint fighting his way towards the rim. Swatted it back to Harris from three-point land. That's Cash! What a ball by Harris. 52-29. Harris has 22 points now. Working this all around, the pass. Firing in the painted area. There's a bucket again for the Kalamazoo Hornets. Drew Shackleton Jr. gets one back. Harris way behind the arc, working with the ball. Came close side. Caleb Ballantyne with it. Jeremy Kalanji going for the dunk. And he lays that one up and in. What a play for the Adrian Bulldogs. He'll have a chance of the three-point play as well. Timeout down on the floor. Let's see if we can get another look at that Jeremy Kalanji dunk right here. Had it on the close side of the arc, went inside, and able to finish that. What a play by him, and he's had a magnificent day here today for Adrian. How about the team of Harris and Kalanji?
Need the tracker back out.
Got to bust that tracker back out. These two demanding the tracker the way they play. They've been fantastic.
Harris is already up at 22 points as well. Just an overall great game for the dynamic duo.
Jordan Harris at 22, Jeremy Kalanji at 18. Harris is 8 for 13 from the floor. Kalanji is 6 for 14 on the day. Jeremy Kalanji has 18 points.
18. Harris has topped him already now with the 22 that he scored. But both of them having tremendous games, making all the plays that they need to be making to get the Bulldogs to this 54-31 lead here in the second half. What are your thoughts on that one half of play for the boys basketball and then girls basketball doing quarters?
It annoys me.
It annoys you?
I wish they'd fix it.
Everyone should be the same in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a different. Kalanji, chance to convert.
Nice.
55-31, 16-10 left here in the contest. 4 minutes have elapsed here in the second half. Hornets with it, back outside of the arc, wanting to drive. Some trouble here. Wiley spins back and forth, defended by Harris. Kalanji down inside. They went back door, able to sneak that one past him. Drew Shekel lays it up and in. Harris working this down to the offensive end of the floor for Adrian's Bulldogs. Around the arc they go. Connor Pelham wants to drive to Bellamy. Harris kicked it back outside right away. Harris fires from three-point land. Unbelievable. He has 25.
What a shot from deep.
Hornets down out on the offensive end of the floor. Wanting to go inside with that one, they will. Hornets are in the paint, nearly blockered away, and the foul. Just too much contact right there. From the stripe. That one falls. Just about 5 minutes have elapsed here in the second half. 58-35 the score as the second one falls as well. Harris fires some mid-range, and this one no good. Tipped out of play, though, by Jeremiah Vincent. This one's going to go back to Adrian's Bulldogs. Inbounding this one, number 12, Caleb Ballantyne. Pelham goes around the arc. Kalanji calling for a play as he dips it off to Harris. Harris ladles it right back to Kalanji. Kalanji wants to fire, sends it back door. There's the rainbow ball. This one no good. Bliley firing a pass down the floor. This
Good
comes
defense.
off the glass, nothing doing. Fast break for the Bulldogs. 3-on-2 scoring.
Oh!
Kalanji with a slam dunk. What a play by Jeremy Kalanji. Unbelievable. He just crushed the ball and answering right away with a three-point bucket of their own. It's 60-38 now as the Hornets get one back.
That is the ACTV play of the week. I am telling you that right now.
What a play by Jeremy Kalanji. Bellamy with it, wants to answer. 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Driving now down into the paint. He goes off the glass as well. 62-38, 6 minutes exactly gone in the second half. Bliley with it. Down inside, back up to the arc from three-point land, and another three! Back and forth they go, firing them from long range. This one's getting a little exciting.
Coming down to the wire here, even though there's a big lead for the Bulldogs, Kalamazoo can chip away with it with the better shooting performance from three.
Kalanji again off the glass. This time it won't fall for him as Bliley regathers the basketball. Working down to the offensive end of the floor again for three-point line. Wow, another three for the Hornets. This time, Jeremiah Vincent hitting it from just in front of his bench. And a timeout down on the floor. The tally 62-44. We got to take another look at that dunk.
Yes, we do.
Let's take another look at that dunk right now. Bulldogs had a great defensive effort. There was a fast break. It was a 3-on-2 opportunity. Harris just ladled that up, and Jeremy Kalanji crushed it, sending that one home. What a highlight reel play by Jeremy Kalanji. He's been unbelievable all year and continues to be unbelievable here today for Adrian's Bulldogs. He now has 21 points on the day. Jordan Harris still has 25. Matt, what's next for these Adrian Bulldogs?
Coming up next for the Bulldogs, they're going to take on Trine at home on the 15th of January. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m. start. And after that, they're going to be traveling to Hope and Albion on the 18th and the 22nd. All conference play in the MIAA, and the Bulldogs have a good opportunity to get ahead.
62-44 the tally here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Gabriel Schrei here with Matt Kibbe and Megan Abbey.
Who has yet to speak, but
Nothing
will happen.
to say. She's just busy making TikToks. We'll leave her to it.
She's multitasking over there, top cam and TikTok creator.
She's good at making TikToks. Here comes Jordan Harris. 7 minutes gone here in the second half. Bulldogs with the basketball down on the offensive end of the floor. Kalanji with it, wants to drive, double team, kicks it back out. Down underneath the rim, that's a travel, so that'll be a Hornet basketball. 18-point differential right now between these two clubs. Hornets working down to the offensive end of the floor. They've hit a number of threes in a row. This time they can't convert. Adrian gets the board. Jordan Harris with it. Looking down inside, behind the back pass to Kalanji. Harris from three-point land. This came off the front of the iron and is tipped back to the Hornets. Trying for a fast break here. This one loose, down inside of the paint, stepping back. Big man wanted to fire, elects to pass it instead. 7 minutes, 40 seconds gone here in the second period. Pass down inside, easily ladled up and in. Down in the paint by Merritt Haman, the junior from Montague. Hornets cut their deficit to 16 points now. Jeremy Kalanji goes to Trey Holinsky. Holinsky, Illinois Christian grad. Right back to Kalanji. Harris to Holinsky. Holinsky off the front of the iron, no good. Here come the Hornets. Hornets dip this back outside. From three-point land, this one no good. Clattered off the back of the iron and the board by Kashawn Wyatt Morris. Jeremiah Vincent hit a couple of threes there earlier, but couldn't finish on that one. 8 minutes, 35 seconds gone here in the second half. Two Bulldogs waiting to check in. Holinsky with the basketball. Kicks it close side over to Tyler Guillory, the junior. Guillory back to Holinsky. He's cash. My goodness, folks. This basketball team is going to have to open a bank. Hornets back on the offensive end of the floor. Pass down inside. Trey Holinsky gets the basketball. 9 minutes and 5 seconds have expired here in period two. Harris back with it. 19-point lead for Adrian. Harris passed that one inside to Guillory. Guillory to Holinsky. Jeremy Kalanji, the spin move, lost the basketball. I'm not sure if he was trying to pass that off to Kashawn Wyatt Morris or just lost it there.
Either way, it was a good opportunity for the Bulldogs to extend this lead, 65-46 right now. And you know, they're playing great. Kalamazoo's trying to get a little bit of a comeback going, but the defense is standing tall on the other end for the Bulldogs.
Down on the offensive end of the floor, Trey Humes with it. Humes flipped it over to Merritt Haman. Merritt Haman back to Humes. Now back up top from long three-point range. This one came off the bottom of the board down to Kalanji. Kalanji kicked it to Holinsky. 65-46 the tally here on AC Sportsnet. It's men's NCAA basketball. Adrian leads at home over the Kalamazoo Hornets. Helinski from three-point range, that's cash.
Another one.
68-46, 10 minutes exactly gone here in the second half.
Helinski's got 6 points.
Nothing doing there. Yeah, Helinski is sneaky. I think he had 13 his last outing here on ACTV at home for Adrian. He always gets in there and chips in a few, and all of a sudden he's got double digits. Real accurate from long range. At the stripe now, Jarnard Smith. (68-47). Jarnard remains at the charity stripe. 9:52 left in the game. Adrian up big. Thanks for tuning in here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Gabriel Schrei here with Matt Kibbe. Megan Abbey here with us. She doesn't have a headset on right now, working on TikToks for us. 20-point differential. Working this around the arc. Connor Pelham with it. Pelham goes over to Harris. Harris wants to drive, elects to fire it back around the arc, and now the whistle. This will be a Hornet basketball. Bounded here, this one goes over to Jarnard Smith. Pass down inside, wide open. What a play for the Hornets right there. Haman got that to Humes, and that is an and one. And the three-point play is good. 68-51 now the tally. Long pass down the floor to Connor Pelham. Pelham sets up the arc. Went over to Bellamy. Bellamy doesn't hang on to it for long there. Comes right back to him from Harris. He has it stripped away, stolen inside of the paint. Jarnard Smith tips it to himself. Runs over Bellamy and finishes down in the paint.
Looks like no basket for the Hornets there. Called before the play went up. So he'll be shooting 2 here.
Had some confusion initially there down on the floor. 9:07 left here in the second period. 68-51. Stripe manned up right now by Jarnard Smith, who converts. Makes it 52 for Kalamazoo. Adrian up big here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs lead at home in MIAA NCAA basketball action. Gabriel Schrei here with Matt Kibbe, Megan Abbey. Thanks for tuning in live on the airwaves, 107.9 FM, WVAC, Adrian College Radio, and online, free and in HD on Adrian College TV. You can check it out if you haven't seen it before, and find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Adrian College TV. Harris drives, fires desperately off the glass. This one goes back to the Hornets. Caleb Swick was fighting for it. Bliley came away with it. Bliley, hand off to Jarnard Smith. Jarnard steps across, fires down inside. Haman, they work it back around to the arc. And Humes right there gets in with a call as Swick will inbound for Adrian. Helinski outside of the arc with it, drives, wants to fire, elects not to. Tipped away by Swick. Humes gets the steal. Humes coming down the floor, sends it back up top of the arc, and the Hornet man goes down in the painted area. Just lost his footing right there.
Yeah, nothing much you can do there. If you trip and fall, you kind of have to eat it. Bulldogs have an opportunity here to expand the lead even more.
That's what you want to be doing in these games like this, where you don't want to give Kalamazoo any hope of any chance at a comeback.
Working this one all the way around. Pelham back up to Kalanji. Now Helinski fires on the move. This one just off the mark. Bliley got it. Gave it off. Pass down the floor to Jarnard Smith as Kalanji is fighting for it. That will remain a Hornet basketball. 7:53 to go in the game. Quick pass, back outside of the arc. Hornets with the basketball, firing from three-point land. Big man clatters off the rim. Connor Pelham goes up for it for Adrian. And now the foul as it's stripped away from him. Swick will inbound here to Harris. For the Bulldogs on the floor, Helinski, Kalanji, Pelham, Harris, and Swick. For the Hornets right now, Smith, Bliley, Ali, Haman, and Humes. Firing from three-point range, nothing doing. Humes gathers. Humes trying to get around Harris, defended heavily, lost the basketball out by the arc. Regathers, fires to Haman. Haman was looking from long range, elected to pass it off to Jarnard Smith. Smith takes one from three-point land. This comes off the iron. 7:20 to go on the day as Helinski gets the board for Adrian. They're up 68-53. Harris back across to Pelham. Pelham to Kalanji, close side with it. Harris backdoor to Pelham. Pelham drives, and he's in trouble. Gets hit with a travel as he goes down hard to the boards. Hume's going to help him up.
That's a tough one there. He's driving for the basket, trying to get something going, and just lost his footing and gets called for the travel. And Kalamazoo's going to get the ball back now.
Kalamazoo Hornets working right to left here offensively. Passed off by Jarnard Smith. Haman with it. Haman fired over to Bliley. Under 7 to go in the day. And some trouble here. The whistle sounds. That'll be an Adrian Bulldog basketball.
Instead of trading off buckets, we're going to be trading off travels here.
Adrian now down on the offensive end of the floor. That's to our right, the north end of the gym. They're working all around the outside of the arc. They lead. Pass down inside. Swick wants to fire. Driving in the paint. Ladles this one up and off the iron. No good. Score remains the same. Here comes the Hornets. They're looking for an offensive opportunity of their own. Bliley with it. 22 seconds on the shot clock as he crosses and drives. Bliley in the paint. Nice little touch up and off the glass. They've got 55 now. Trailing by just 13. 6 minutes left on the day as Harris is hit with a travel. Too much shuffle under the feet right there.
Trying to do too much, and sometimes you just got to simplify the game, especially when you get down to the wire with 6 minutes left in the game.
And now down on the offensive end of the floor, the Hornets set it far side of the arc. Driving but nothing doing for Jarnard Smith, the junior from Detroit, Michigan. Jarnard played for Frederick Douglass High School. He's going to head to the charity stripe now. Under 6 to go here in the second period. Lots of Michigan players here on these two rosters. Ethan Cummings from Grand Ledge. Connor Pelham from Jackson. Helinski from Adrian. A couple of Ohio guys. Ben Pacer and Delano Smith from Maumee and Toledo, Ohio, respectively. Tyler Guillory from Detroit. Bear George from Marlette. Keshawn Wyatt-Williams from Ypsilanti. Jeremiah Vincent from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Tanner Bliley from Three Rivers. Jarnard and Trey from Detroit and Portage. Jeremiah Kitka from Warren, Michigan. Jack Smith from Ann Arbor. Mass Ollie from down in Kalamazoo. Ryder and Curry from Rochester and Ann Arbor. Shekel from Bloomfield Hills. Pellerin from Saline. McGuire from Walled Lake. Cook from Blank, and Haman from Montague. Man, the whole roster for the Hornets is from Michigan.
Yeah.
I started doing that, and I started getting worried. I'm like, is the whole roster is from from locally here in Michigan? Pretty cool.
Drake Thompson's the only one that isn't. That's good. A little bit of an outsider on the team.
That's pretty cool. Swick wants to fire this down inside. Elects not to initially. Harris with a cross, steps back. 68-57 the tally, an 11-point game. Adrian up here with 5:14 to go. Helinski fades, fires.
Oh,
wow, that
nice.
clattered all around and fell. 70-57 the score. 13-point ball game, 5 minutes on the day. Jarnar drives, fires from the key, nothing doing. Bulldogs get the board. Helinski just barely gathered that, sent it back to Harris. Kalamazoo leads the all-time series against Adrian, 108-58 in hoops.
Really?
Pretty impressive stat line. Adrian has won its last 2 home meetings against Kalamazoo, though. Impressive defensive effort there by Haman. Here comes Ali and the Hornets. Stripped away. Jeremy Kalanji, one man to beat. Free inside. And the slam dunk finish. What a play by Kalanji and the Adrian Bulldogs.
Wow, what a great dunk.
Haman from three-point range. This no good. Came up the front of the iron. Bliley with a putback. Ball still loose. Bliley got it again. They're going to reset. 4:20 left on the day. Firing from inside the paint. This one clatters all around. Won't fall. Kalanji tipped it to Harris. They're running slowly. We'll take another look at that dunk real quick here. Basketball was lost down near center court. Kalanji gathered it and slammed it home. Bulldogs now down on the offensive end of the floor. Kalanji gave it over to Harris. He steps back and fires. 74-57 the tally. 3:55 left in the game. Adrian up big here right now in the late stages. Right now Harris has 27 points. Kalanji on the day has 23 points, including the last 2 he scored on that dunk. That was an incredible dunk. "60-second timeout down on the floor. Adrian, as I mentioned, has won its last 2 home meetings against Kalamazoo. Adrian won the Trine University St. Andrews Products Classic over the break here with an 82-61 win over Loris and a 94-87 win over Hiram.
They're averaging 81.1 points a game as Adrian, compared to Kalamazoo's 77.5 a game. Kalamazoo's actually on a 7-game losing streak as well, so.
Well, Adrian was projected to finish just about dead last in the standings at 8th in the preseason poll. Kalamazoo projected to finish 5th in that preseason poll. Kalamazoo entering today on a 7-game skid. The Bulldogs are riding high and they're up big right now. And folks, this is really important. I'm going to go a little nuts. Not that I haven't done that already 4 times today. I apologize if that's not your style. This next bucket by Harris is a career mark. Harris right now has 27 points. If he scores one more bucket, he'll have 1,000 career points. So be ready for that, folks. Kalamazoo, Haman driving down inside, firing in the foul. 3:37 left on the day. 74-57 the tally.
It's going to be crazy to see what that bunch does when Harris gets 2 more points. You could see it explode.
This one's good. Cash from the line for Haman. Man, that was a nice little free throw.
Nothing but net.
You'd think he might be the best shooter on the team from the stripe, but he's not. Jarnard Smith hits 94% of all of his shots from the stripe. That's top in the MIAA. Haman converts both. 74-59 the tally. 3.5 left on the day. Coming down the floor, the point guard, Harris, dips it off. Warwick to Pelham. Pelham went right back to Harris. Bellamy tried to go to Kalanji, nearly lost that. He gathers it before it goes over to the half-court stripe. Pass close side to Pelham. Pelham to Harris. Harris heavily covered here by Tanner Bliley. He drives, wants to fire, gives it off. Kalanji from three-point range. Cash!
Straight in.
Jeremy Kalanji with 26 points on the day. What a game for these two athletes in the Adrian Bulldogs. Hornets driving inside. Bliley just barely kept that in place. Sent it out to Humes. He fires. Humes couldn't get the second chance bucket. Here comes Kalanji. Wide open back door. Harris left it off for Warwick. Warwick can't finish. Pelham went for the dunk. Couldn't get the putback.
What an unselfish play there by Harris to pass it up. Probably had a
You
good
know what,
opportunity
Matt?
there.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows where he is or how close he is. I bet Coach does.
Coach does?
I bet Harris doesn't know. That's the kind of team they've got here. You know,
Yes.
these guys don't know where they're at. They don't care about that. They care about winning and one another. Harris with the basketball right now. Comes close side to Warwick. Fit down inside. Ladled back up top. Bellamy faked like he wanted to fire from long range. Tried to drive. He's sent out of play hard into the boards. 2 minutes left on the day. Firing from three-point land, and this one no good for Bliley. Warwick goes up for it. Warwick being harassed back down there in the paint. They'll call the foul against Adrian's Bulldogs as Jack Smith goes to the floor.
Both teams going to go for substitutions here with 2:02 left, getting down to the wire for Kalamazoo to try and get as many as they can back and make it a closer game for the comeback.
Firing from three-point land, this no good. Sent back to Harris. He's running the floor here. 77-61 the score. It's just about over here. Too big of a differential and too little time remaining. It would take an absolute miracle for the Hornets to do anything, and right now Adrian's just burning that clock. Driving, Kalanji fires from mid-range. This takes a big high bounce and gathered by Haman. Sent close side, Jarnard Smith. Jarnard, what a play right there. The little Euro step and couldn't send that home as the whistle sounds down in the paint. 88 seconds left in the contest. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We'll have a quick wrap with Matt and I here.
Okay, he's got to be quick.
It's got to be quick because we want some food.
We do want some food.
I want some food before
then
we go
got to
do this
hustle
next game.
over.
There's another game coming up on the Adrian College Sports Network you can catch on 107.9 FM WVAC radio and live online for free in HD on Adrian College TV. The men's NCAA ice hockey team. 3 overtime games in a row. That's a school record.
Yeah.
Never had 3 overtime games in a row.
All covered by ACTV.
I was just talking to Patrick Stewart, the sports information director, who we are so lucky to have a guy who's so dedicated to his craft. So he had to go last night. We used Presto to record all of our stats and report them to the NCAA. And last night, their system crashed before the second period. So Patrick, after the game, what time did we get done? 10 o'clock in the men's varsity game? He went back to his office and recreated that game manually from handwritten stats until 2 in the morning.
Wow.
And he's back here today at noon keeping stats, and he'll be at the men's varsity game and women's varsity game with us. So props to him for his electric work. Here comes the Hornets. Pass across the arc. 77-63. Hornets get one here. Cut it down to a 12-point lead for Adrian with 60 seconds left in the game. They're just burning clock here. 26 seconds on the shot clock, taking their time down the floor. Holinsky with it.
Just taking his time. Kalamazoo not putting any pressure on there, accepting the game.
Harris cuts inside as the pass stays outside of the arc. Across. Harris with the basketball. 6 seconds left. Fires from long range.
Oh!
He got it! The deep contested three. He did it. What a play. That gives him 1,001 career points. What a bucket for the point guard for the Adrian Bulldogs. He couldn't have hit that from further away.
Wow, what a way to do it. Shot clock's off now. That's going to wrap this game up. Wow, what a game.
Harris still being defended by the Hornets here. They're just going to let the clock run. Let's take another look at that while they run this clock out. They were burning clock there offensively as Harris cut down inside. They dipped it around, handed it off to him. He let it run right down to the wire, and with just a couple of seconds showing on the shot clock, he hit that from about as deep as you can. So that'll do it for here in the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center. The final score going to be 80-65 in favor of Adrian's Bulldogs. They continue their winning ways here this season. Their 7th win on the year. Harris achieves his 1,001st career point with an impressive 30-point performance here at home. Thank you for joining us on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt, any final thoughts on today?
What an awesome game for the Bulldogs to get on track in the MIAA. They improved to 1-1 on the year in conference play, and the dynamic Newt duo, 30 and 26 points coming out of them. And wow, what an awesome opportunity for them to get going in this season.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us. 80-65 the final score. Adrian's NCAA men's basketball team with a win over Kalamazoo College and the Hornets. We'll catch you next time. NCAA hockey coming up at 3 p.m. here on ACSN. to the campus of Adrian College. I am Gabriel Schrei. Alongside me is my color commentating partner and good friend Ian Went. Tyler DeWitt is here in the booth with us. Megan Abbey engineering today's game here on site. And the Bulldogs are here for homecoming. Today should be a great day for Adrian College athletics and Adrian College football.
Loser. Class of 1983 for football. Class of 1991 for field hockey and softball. Class of 2007 for baseball. Class of 2009 for softball. 2011 men's NCAA hockey team.
So Wisconsin Lutheran will get the football first from the 25. It's 1st and 10. Taking the give, Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get the football! He's going to try again. The away stands are rumbling. West. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up away. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College. Kicking a field goal on 4th down. Snap is good. Hold is good. This kick is up away. This one is so good. Adrian College wins the football game. Adrian College wins the football game. They're storming the field. Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score. What a moment. What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday.
So I'm here with Robbie Ginther, defensive tackle and long snapper for your Adrian College Bulldogs. How's it going today, Robbie?
It's going good, man.
You ready for the game today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you look spiffy. I like this little get up you got going.
You gotta look nice for the fans.
So the first question I got for you is, how has Adrian College football impacted your life?
It's impacted my life a great deal. Basically came here, gave me a great group of guys to hang out with and hopefully develop friendships after we graduate.
And then the second question is, you're in accounting, right?
Yes.
So where is that going to take you after you're done here at Adrian College?
So right now I'm hoping that my accounting career will take me to a big firm, and then hopefully eventually I can move into working for a sports franchise.
Okay, any industry, sports industry or franchise?